Hey, welcome back. It is a Woman Wednesday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. We're at the downtown studios today. Yeah, we made it to Broadway, that's right. And right down the block at the New York Stock Exchange, there is a bloodbath going on. The market's down over 525 points as we speak. Bring you more news on that a little later on in the show. And right now we do what we do every day. We mix it up, and these are two of the best. I want to welcome them to the new studios as a team. Again, they're back. David Eisenbach joins us to mix it up from the Democratic side. He's a Columbia University professor. He's our own presidential historian right here on Liquid Lunch. And of course, John Burnett, managing director of One Empire Group, joins us. And these guys, I don't even have to do any work in this segment. If we weren't out of ice right now, I'd probably already be having a martini. But I want to just let you guys talk it out. There's empirical evidence that the timeline is Barack Obama publicly stated that Joe Biden was going to be handling his Ukraine policy. Just weeks later, Hunter Biden's company is now working for Burisma. Okay? That's a fact. Are we in agreement on that?
Yes.
That's out there, like Washington Post.
Yep.
Right. We're in agreement.
Yeah.
Donald Trump says, I'm going to appoint Mike Pence to run my Ukraine policy. And then Donald Trump Jr. gets a job working for Burisma. They would come to lynch him at the White House, right? If it was Trump, insert Trump.
For any dollar amount.
Does it, even to you, it's your team, does that stink? You ran for public advocate, you're an objective guy, does that stink?
Yeah, but this is the kind of socially acceptable and legal corruption that the American system
So that's
allows.
legal, you think?
This is influence peddling. That Hunter Biden was selling out his family name in order to get in good and allow his dad to, that's why they were hiring him. He has no knowledge of the natural gas industry. He's got no clue about the Ukrainian government. There's only one reason why the Ukrainian natural gas company hired Hunter Biden, and that was influence.
So they can go around and say, don't worry about these investigations that are happening. We're going to take care of that. And now
David
Joe,
grow more hearing.
there's more factual, empirical evidence out there of Joe Biden sitting back and saying, well, you better believe it. I went over there and I told him I'm going back to the U.S. with $1 billion in loan guarantees. Unless you get rid of that prosecutor who's looking into my son's new company that he just joined. And by the way, he said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. And if it's not done, if that guy's not fired, I'm leaving with $1 billion.
Wow.
He's saying it. There's a clip. I don't know if we have that clip, but we'll get to it.
That's time, money, and quid pro quo.
That's exactly the whole line, right, that you need. And then he just sat back in the chair and said, well, son of a bitch, don't you know it? They fired that guy within 6 hours. So they fired the prosecutor.
Right.
Or Biden was going to go take the loan guarantees home. Who was looking into his son's company? I don't understand how they're looking at Trump right now.
But the jewels and nuggets are in the documents. Mayor Giuliani actually came out the other day on network television and actually stated that it was very clear that the prosecutor that was fired said that he was fired for those
he was looking
reasons.
into Burisma.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Now let's be clear.
Well, not just Burisma, but also Joe Biden's son and his involvement.
Unbelievable.
But let's be clear. That prosecutor was probably corrupt. I mean, the Ukrainian
everyone in Ukraine is corrupt.
Okay.
So I wouldn't believe
everyone here is corrupt.
What I'm just saying is that the whole system was corrupt, and that this impeachment scandal could bring down both Trump and Joe Biden.
David is trying to wiggle. Let me corner him, right? So when you look at this situation, the prosecutor that was fired is driving around in a Pinto equivalent. I've never seen a person that's involved in corruption so broke.
Okay.
But yet the prosecutor that replaced him is riding around in a Bentley.
In a chauffeured limousine.
So when we look at his statement, let's not bury. We're talking about whistleblowers. This guy.
Yeah, where's the whistle on this one? I wish I had a whistle. I gotta get a whistle.
Uncover not only corruption in this country, but also foreign agents. In this case, we have the vice president and his son.
I'm not ringing the bell. That was an accident.
Yeah.
But
All I know is the Ukrainians were so sick of the corruption in their government, they elected a comedian as their president. Okay, so don't take a Ukrainian prosecutor's word, all right, for gold.
Agreed. But all right, so let's go into this. You know, I love me some conspiracy theory on Liquid Lunch. I still think Jeffrey Epstein's alive, and he's running against Donald Trump as Joe Walsh. You know that. But to me, I see the whiff of the deep state in the Hillary camp at work here, where they say, look, Joe can't keep his foot out of his mouth. He can't even remember what state he's in anymore. His eyes are bloody. His teeth are flying out, and they're just like done with him. And they're like, let's go with Warren because at least she'll listen and she may win. I think this is the deep state that's favorable to Hillary camp is going out there and taking down Biden and taking another shot at
Well,
Trump.
Hillary's corruption was a little cleaner. She did it through a nonprofit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but I'm saying I think it's deeper than that. I think
absolutely.
they let this information out there to blow up Biden, and at the same time see if they could lure Trump into, blowing himself
It's a
up.
leaker's political climate.
There's no. I'll tell you what. I fool around, and when I put up Joe Walsh and Epstein, I make a few jokes, but I'm not trying to say things on this show that are fake. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I have both, Republicans, Democrats, so we can have a
this is where
normal conversation.
The political dynamic is very interesting because, as I said before, I think this scandal could bring down both Biden and Trump. Trump offered the interesting defense of the witch hunt and the deep state.
Yeah.
And I think that resonates for very many Americans.
Yeah.
Well,
I was on it before that. I was on it
not just
before
Trump
that.
voters. That there are these powers that be that are pulling the strings behind the scenes.
But we haven't even mentioned China.
No.
Right?
Oh, no, we didn't even get to that stockpile of gold.
Biden's son also was involved in corruption with China.
Preach.
So this is just the tip of the iceberg here.
That's right.
Right. So everyone's trying to focus on Trump. Yeah, he probably should have used a different concert of words on that phone call. But when you look at other situations like Hunter Biden and so forth, it's very clear.
But when the Democrats go for the impeachment, they will throw Biden under the bus in a heartbeat to take down Trump.
100%.
We'll try.
And it may be, you may see an intramural battle royal inside of the deep state,
And
inside of the CIA, because from what I'm, you guys may or may not know, but I'm friends with Patrick Byrne, who was the CEO of Overstock, and he, basically was forced to leave his company because he came out and exposed that he was working with, he calls them the Men in Black. But when I read through everything he was talking about, he was dating Maria Butina, the Russian agent, and I really believe that there's an organization out there that's working behind the organizations we know about that's doing this stuff.
And it's not crazy because this whistleblower is from the CIA.
That's right.
So Donald Trump can actually draw a line right back to the CIA on this whole allegation involving the Ukrainian
CIA, FBI. So the president is being careful, but he has inside the deep state, and then has deep states in other countries.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
This thing is global.
Could get ugly. I don't know. I think maybe somebody's got to have a come to Jesus on the Democrat side and say, listen, this could be a food fight extraordinaire.
But John, I always say, you know what? My father always told me, when you dig a grave, dig two. Why? Because the first one is going to be for you.
Wow.
And I think the Democrats are digging a grave for themselves, not just for Biden, but I think it's going to expose a lot of other people in other situations.
I'm with you. All right, I want to thank you guys for mixing it up. I want to welcome you to the new studio. Please enjoy some Question Tequila, some Panzoni Vodka. Our home is your home. You're welcome here anytime. Same thing for you. Our home, your home is our home. We're coming back into your living room, kitchen, car, phone, wherever you're at, in just like 2 minutes. Stay right there. You're watching Liquid Lunch.